Greetings and welcome to my channel. My channel. How's everybody today? All right, I just had to come on here real quick. Oh, this is Staying in the Light podcast, and my name is Youngblood. My friends call me Kaiser, and I got a message for you. From time to time, to improve our communities or to find your community. That's the solution I'm always talking about, is community. In fact, this is for our community. Other people chime in from time to time, and the idea is that they inspired by what we're doing to go and start their own community. Community is extended family, and without extended family, I don't know how anybody's going to make it. Which brings me to the topic today: how to make it. Okay, in getting community established, what's the main point? What's the main idea? Being productive. This is happening now. While I speak, things are in motion to encourage you to be productive. Like the mafia says, make them an offer that they cannot refuse. As a Italian way of saying it, I don't remember right now. But yeah, how people have been made an offer they cannot refuse. That means you are being encouraged. You encourage to be self sufficient. And that's a beautiful thing. When you're self sufficient, you are free. As long as you are on somebody's coattails or apron, you're not free. Because you do the wrong thing, they can take away your finances or your livelihood. That's what keep people in bound. Because I got to keep my job. But if you are your job, if you don't depend on somebody else for your living, you can be really free. And I know a lot of y'all suffering out there because you've been so used to this government assistance. Well, you be encouraged now to do without it, to be creative, to be free, to be independent. Oh, welcome people coming in. Welcome, welcome. Take a seat. Come in hating. Yeah, you can hate if you want to. You're going to learn before you leave here. You're going to learn something before you leave here. Because, everybody's been miseducated. Everybody. Some communities more than others. See, those in my community, we know the game. We know we've been miseducated, lied to. But other communities, they have no clue. And then when they have that shocking awareness, they can't believe it. Yes, you have been really, really miseducated, lied to, another way of saying it, deceived. But I come to tell you the good news because I have vision that things gonna get a lot better for those who are staying on the right path. Why do I say that? Because people are being encouraged to work. That's going to really increase the economy. Everybody's economy, not just the economy. You know, people need a little encouragement from time to time. But what more encouragement do you need? I'm trying to understand because I had period where I was shelterless, not completely. I had my vehicle, so the days I didn't have a house or a place to lay my head, I used my car until I got out of those hard times. But you can't do that in some states. They don't allow you to stay in your car. But what would, in other words, I was determined to get out of that car because I knew if the car happened, something happened to the car, I'd be on the street. So I didn't want that. So I did everything in my power to restore myself to balance. And in a few months, I did. It's not hard. You just got to have that will to not be on the street. Very simple. And you be a better person for it because you know how you got there and you know how you got up. Now, a lot of people never have to face those circumstances because they have community behind them, always supporting them. Yeah, they miss a great portion of life because a great portion of life is a struggle. So if you never have to struggle, I'm going to say you have not really lived. That's why some people, millionaire kids, they just go off, wander the world for a few years. They call it finding themselves, you know, working their way around the world. Yeah, that's a good experience. And it teaches you a lot about who you are. Well, that's the message. That's the message. You are what you think. So if you think things gonna get better, it probably will for you because that's your mindset. However, if you have in your mind you're gonna get out the situation, you know how you got in it, then you're already halfway out just by seeing yourself out. And the reverse is true as well. You got to get away from this blaming. You can't blame anybody for your circumstances. Take responsibility for your circumstances. Yeah, I know things effed up, you know, you can blame Trump, whatever. But many people come here because they know America is one place. People respect those who work for success. America support people who seek to improve themselves. You never get opposition in America for improving yourself. You get hatred and disdain when you look like you don't want to improve yourself. I heard a comment the other day. Uh, he's a pretty notoriety person now. I didn't know him at the time. But he said that all people, like he made a blanket statement. He said all people homeless, because I heard him say it, all people homeless are either on drugs or they have mental problems. That's ignorance. That is totally ignorance. You find professional people homeless. You find people who had it all homeless. And it's not because of drugs or they have mental problems. I'm just want to educate y'all for a minute. A lot of it can be from grief. They lost someone, uh, and they just need time to recover the faith in themselves. They just need a little boost, just not taking themselves out. You know, like when you lose confidence in yourself, you just think there's no point in living. And the first sign is you stop taking care of yourself. Yeah, that's not a mental illness. That's a society illness. Because society has nothing for those people transitioning. That's what the community does. That's why it's important to have a community. So if you have those experiences, people got your back. You can rotate around your community, sleeping on the couch for a few months, get yourself in place. But if you don't have that, so find a community, build one, build your own community of trusted people, help each other. That's my message. I'm out. Thank y'all for stopping by.